Welcome to the Mujawara Review YouTube channel, buddy. In today's video, we're diving deep into the latest One Piece chapter 1116, which has left fans buzzing with excitement and curiosity. Vegapunk's latest revelations have provided us with new insights into Joy Boy's enigmatic intentions, especially regarding the ancient weapons. If you're as intrigued as we are about Pluton, Poseidon, and Uranus and their true purpose in the One Piece world, then stick around as we unpack the mysteries and theories surrounding these powerful artifacts. Let's set sail and explore the fascinating world of One Piece together. As has been the case with the last few chapters of One Piece, chapter 1116 contains some intriguing details thanks to Vegapunk's message. This time, Vegapunk concentrated on subjects that fans already understood and shed more light on them. For example, one of the most heated topics in this week's chapter was Joy Boy and the ancient weapons. Clearly, Vegapunk stated that Joy Boy wished to pass down the ancient weapons. However, seeing the destruction that these weapons cause, Vegapunk began to question whether Joy Boy and his team were indeed the good guys. This may be confusing to fans, but there is a compelling reason why Joy Boy chose to do so. The people of the Great Kingdom created the ancient weapons. Fans are aware that the Void Century or a similar period saw the creation of ancient weapons. The ancient weapons are an intriguing component of the plot, while some aspects remain unknown. Pluton was the first ancient weapon featured in One Piece. Appearing in the Alabasta arc, Crocodile was eagerly looking for this ancient weapon in an attempt to conquer control of the entire world. Without a doubt, if Crocodile had been successful in his plot, he would have gained complete control of the planet. Thankfully, Robin never revealed Pluton's true location. Robin described Pluton as a massive cruiser capable of destroying an entire island with a single shot. The world government used this weapon again in the Enies Lobby arc, demonstrating its potency. Frankie eventually burned down these designs, while Nico Robin opted to rejoin the Straw Hat Pirates and escape the government's hands. Meanwhile, enthusiasts discovered details about the other ancient weapons over time. After a gap of 2 years, the introduction of the ancient weapon Poseidon sparked interest. Unlike Pluton, the ancient weapon Poseidon was not a warship. Poseidon turned out to be a living entity instead. To be more specific, Poseidon was the mermaid princess, born once every several millennia. The last mermaid princess lived approximately 800 years ago, during the time of Joy Boy. After her death, Shirahoshi is the next mermaid princess, and she was born within the same time period as Luffy. The mermaid princess possesses the ability to control all of the sea kings and effectively swallow up the entire world, making her one of the most dangerous characters in the series. The final ancient weapon, Uranus, remains in the hands of the world government. The world government evidently possesses the Uranus, given its use in eradicating Lelusia from Earth's surface. York took a part of the Mother Flame and delivered it to the world government, which served as the Uranus power cell. Why Joy Boy wanted to pass on the ancient weapons, Joy Boy's motivation for doing so. One Piece's introduction of all three ancient weapons has left fans questioning their original creation. Obviously, the ancient weapons were more than just weapons of mass destruction. While they are essentially weapons, and will undoubtedly be employed in combat, it is a well-established truth in the fiction that the ancient weapons are not always intended to cause harm, as implied by Vegapunk. According to him, using ancient weapons in the past led the world to sink. The world has already sunk, and these weapons should no longer exist. However, Vegapunk is unaware that Joy Boy's intention is not to submerge the entire world. In fact, he wanted to fight the Alliance, which caused the world to sink, and set up camp atop the Red Line. In order to achieve universal freedom, Joy Boy wishes to pass on the ancient weapons to future generations. The world will one day shift completely as a result of the use of ancient weapons. This is clearly implied by Queen Otoheim's statement. She explained that the ancient weapons are extremely hazardous, but that when used appropriately, they can bring about significant change. In the wrong hands, they can cause total catastrophe. This clearly indicates that there are two ways to use the ancient weapons. The first is the appropriate path, which has the potential to bring about significant transformation, while the second is the actions of the global government which ultimately led to the planet's initial sinking. Using ancient weapons for liberation and establishing a just world order is the correct approach. The final saga of One Piece will undoubtedly reveal the correct way to use the ancient weapons. For example, Joy Boy must properly use the ancient weapon Poseidon. In the upcoming war, ancient weapon Poseidon has the ability to turn the tide of battle in Joy Boy's favor and possibly destroy the Red Line. This could allow the seas to meet again, potentially causing the Earth to deflood. Fans know that the ancient weapon Pluton is a gigantic cruiser. Another living entity, Momonosuk, probably has a relationship with Pluton. Momonosuk is the only one able to communicate with Zenesha. Momonosuk may be the only one capable of managing Pluton, even if he is a vessel, because his abilities with the voice of all things significantly outweigh those of Luffy, Roger, and Odin. Shirahoshi's resemblance to him underscores his exceptional uniqueness. Momonosuk's use of the weapon almost certainly indicates that it will never be used for large-scale destruction. This implies a potential connection between the ancient weapon Uranus and a specific individual, possibly Emu. If ancient weapons are linked to living beings, morality becomes relevant. There is a proper and wrong way to wield these weapons, and Joy Boy's goal is to use them to liberate the entire world. Of course, his goal is to destroy those who enslave people and injure the innocent, but more importantly, he aims to use these weapons to reshape the world to its original form. Joy Boy, who has passed on the ancient weapons to the next generation, is now responsible for ensuring their correct use and bringing about a significant change that liberates the world. Summary and highlights. Vegapunk's statement in One Piece Chapter 1116 sheds light on Joy Boy's intentions with the ancient weapons, raising concerns about their true purpose. Ancient weapons such as Pluton, Poseidon, and Uranus have the potential to cause immense change or complete catastrophe, depending on how they are employed. Joy Boy's mission is to pass down the ancient weapons to future generations for liberty, as well as to reshape the world as it once was, opposing the world government. That's all for today's deep dive into One Piece Chapter 1116. Vegapunk's message has certainly given us a lot to think about, especially with the new light shed on Joy Boy and the ancient weapons. Are these powerful artifacts meant for destruction or liberation? Only time will tell as the story unfolds. We hope you enjoyed this discussion, and we'd love to hear your thoughts and theories in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated with all our One Piece content and more. Until next time, stay curious and keep adventuring. See you in the next video. Thank you very much for visiting the Mugiwara Review YouTube channel, buddy. We hope you enjoy our review analysis. Don't forget to subscribe to continue joining us on our joyful journey in the world of anime. If you have any wishes, questions, or suggestions for our next videos, feel free to express your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you very much for your support, and until we meet again. See you next time, buddy. What is One Piece anime? One Piece is a manga and anime story about a young boy named Monkey D. Luffy who wants to be the king of the pirates in the world. As a child, he eats a devil fruit, a strange plant that makes him able to stretch like rubber. Before the show starts, Luffy goes out into the world for the first time and starts to gather a group of pirates. The main group grows over time, but it starts with Luffy, Nami the Navigator, and a swordsman named Roronoa Zoro. At some point, Luffy and his friends are known as the Straw Hat Pirates, and they go on many exciting adventures across the ocean. One Piece is a lot of fun because it's silly. Luffy goes from island to island around the world in the series. Each island has its own setting and theme. It's a pretty fantastical world full of animals that look like people, live skeletons, and other delightfully strange things. Within moments the group is in a winter scene, and the next they are on a tropical island full of giants. The show is full of silly and bright details. For example, Zoro holds a sword in his mouth, a scary military boss wears a cute bulldog hat. And people don't use phones to talk to each other instead. They use special transponder snails that can send and receive messages. Luffy is a carefree person who just wants to eat a tasty meal and laugh at bad jokes. Even though there are some funny parts in the series, a lot of One Piece is about freedom. During his travels, Luffy often takes up guns to help his friends and encourages others to do the same against pirates and government-backed military occupations. The characters in Luffy and his crew get stronger with each fight, which is typical for shonen manga. A lot of the story is about how Luffy beats a problem that seemed impossible to solve and finds some kind of secret power. After each fight, Luffy and his team get stronger and move closer to his main goal, which is to find the One Piece. Why is it called One Piece? The first part of both the manga and the anime shows that Pirate King Gold D. Roger is telling the truth about the mythical wealth called the One Piece. One Piece is the name of the show because Luffy wants to find the One Piece and become the next Pirate King. One of Luffy's main goals in the show is mentioned in the show's title. What is the One Piece? The answer to this question is still one of the biggest secrets in the series. It's been more than 1,000 episodes, and we still don't know what One Piece is. We know that the One Piece is the name of the treasure that Gold D. Roger collected on his travels because of details in the manga. We still don't know a lot about the treasure, though. There are a lot of ideas from fans about what the One Piece is, but we still don't know what it is or even if it's real. The One Piece could just be the friends Luffy makes along the way.